Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the latest development in the Horn of Africa and the region in general. First, we start with the Somalia. The current president, President Hassan Sheikh, since he came to the Villa Somalia last year, you know, the country, disintegrated, and there is no good time relation between very strong regional member states like Butland, Southwest, Iran regions. The times are not good, and the so-called DAMUL led by Hassan, the mastermind it, and they were suspected or accused of aiding the terrorists. Since they came to office, many soldiers, a big number of the former Somali National Army and the police were assassinated, high-ranking officers, elders, and in fact, the Shia al-Shabaab terrorist groups carried out, attacks in the populous area of, capital Batis or Mogadishu. Normally, and no one, the government and it is interior minister or the intelligence officer or the police, they make no arrest. The collaborators or the criminals who, committed those crimes, they left the stand freely. So it's a failed government, which, in fact, I can say President Hassan Sheikh, when he was, with this group opposing Farmajo, extradition, he told the Somalis clearly, he pledged his campaign that this country will return to a civil war like that one of 1991. And in fact, I can say he make it, his promise, fulfilled. So Somalis, why the Somalis are wondering what the Hassan is doing, almost Hassan Sheikh, become a clannish or a tribal presidency, where, the current power sharing of the government also, which was based on 4.5, which was not even fair. And now it is the only clan of the president that are enjoying the highest ranking, and he's, the Mujahideen group. So that's why the Somalis, are disintegrating. That's one thing. We talk about, Hargeisa, the SNM, the Musabihi war in all regions. Musa committed war crimes from the beginning of the SNM 1991, invading, other regions, killing a lot of people. And Musa clearly said, one of his press conference that he committed, he killed, the Karhajis, Sabrians, whatever, as they have been accused of being 1994, what they call Somaliland Zipper War, where they were accused Somaliland. So the Garhajis and Amarionis were, crushed by the, Kulmi led by Musa Behe and his interior. Kind. And thousands lost their lives. After that, it was then the soul joining with President, the former Prime Minister Mr. Ali Khalif Galaid, rahimahullah, may he rest in peace and Jannah. We signed a memorandum with the SNM led by the former Premier, leader Musa, Ahmed Mahmoud Silani, which this administration failed to deliver. And in fact, administration of Mosabih controlling, Las Sols regions, parties of SSC Sols and Senag, taking advantage of the dispute between, the SSC being part of, by Mutland administration in 1998, where the Dulbando community enjoyed the ability with deputy president. The Mujaten had the president, and the Wilsongeli had the, parliamentary speaker. The Dulbahante dissatisfaction, led the Dulbahante community to be divided into three groups, loyalists to Butlan and those who want to make connection with the SNM Hargeisa, and the SSC, which wanted a free, SSC that decides it is destiny. And in fact, that was, the community suffered a lot, but, they were united, after the administration of Musa, committed assassinations, killing, the very important figures in the community, and failed to produce any, criminals who carried this attack. And even, in a far instant, going and attacking each other, which was very useless. His administration could not answer, the security, stress, the risk is the instability, they had no plan at all. But, this government was full of hatred, tribalism, even within his Isa community, it is only that his colleagues or his team that are, actually collecting the revenue from the public and, enriching themselves. So, in short, the region is facing very hard, and any instability in the region can affect the neighboring countries. It can affect the Kenya. It can affect Ethiopia. The role of the AU, the artemis, the last who stayed in Somalia the last 20 years, it's not, they're not, doing their best, and they cannot help, the government fight, the so-called, even the government accused it being hiding, or some members of the government, accused it of being members of Al-Shabaab. So thank you. Good having you, all of you. God bless Somalia.